They'd been drifting at sea for a month, surviving only on raw fish. That day, he couldn't take it anymore. He turned his head, and an evil thought about his son flashed through his mind. Just as he picked up his son, the mother knocked him to the ground with a wooden paddle, then pushed him into the sea to feed the fish. Afterwards, the family of 3 continued drifting at sea. Finally, just as they were about to faint from hunger, Rachel saw land ahead. She thought it was a hallucination, but looking closer, she realized it was an island. She was instantly overjoyed. Then the boat safely docked on shore. Rachel brought the 2 children onto the island. Her first thought was to get food for the kids, so she cracked open a coconut with a stone, drank some coconut water to regain strength, then set up a canvas under a dead tree. She dragged the luggage ashore, and after a simple arrangement, a makeshift tent was ready. Next, she took the children to find fresh water. They quickly found a clear stream. She rapidly filled the water bottle, then noticed there were bananas, papayas, and even taro. With these food sources, Rachel could definitely feed her 2 children. They'd never go hungry again. However, the island's weather was unpredictable. Soon, without warning, torrential rain poured down. Rachel rushed the children back to shelter, only to find their tent was useless. With no choice, she could only cover the children with blankets while she stayed outside in the rain. After the rain stopped, their tent had been completely washed away. Rachel knew they needed to build a proper shelter. Suddenly, the boy shouted, "Mom!" She turned around and saw a ready-made wooden cabin. She happily walked up to it. Looking around, she found that although the cabin was dilapidated, it was fully equipped inside, likely built by previous castaways. With just a bit of cleaning, it could become a home for their family of 3. After some time, Rachel learned to make fish spears and cooked delicious grilled fish for the children. The 2 kids found many playmates on the island. The family of 3 lived a calm, carefree life. Before they knew it, the children had grown quite a bit. They'd completely adapted to island life. One day, they tied the boat to a coral reef, planning to fish, but unexpectedly the rope suddenly came loose. The boat was swept away by the waves. Worse still, a shark appeared in the water. They were trapped on the reef, unable to move, until evening. The clever younger brother caught a big fish and used it as bait, throwing it far away. The shark smelled the blood and swam toward it. They finally made it safely back to shore. But when their mother learned about this, she was furious and warned them to be home before dark because the coast was very dangerous. One night, a storm hit the island and blew off the cabin's roof. To keep the children from getting wet, Rachel went up alone to repair it. As a result, she caught a severe cold and became bedridden. Before dying, she hoped the siblings would love and help each other and live bravely. She also arranged her final resting place. Although John was adopted, she'd always treated him as her own flesh and blood. Mother and son embraced tightly one last time.